that. Trying not to project my voice loudly as to not wake up the neighborhood as I walk around at night. But, you know, got things that I'm probably supposed to be keeping track of and doing right now. Taking a walk, taking an evening stroll is the less stressful option, because keeping my mind and thoughts organized has been a lifelong struggle that I'm probably never going to win. And even if I was sitting around trying to be on top of my affairs, uh, would probably end up being like 1 a.m. and I wouldn't make much progress because I'll get sidetracked even if I put my full attention towards trying to do what I'm quote unquote supposed to be doing. But I mean, really, only thing on the agenda for tomorrow is getting the dental work I had organized today done. But even with that being said, you know, gotta got this and that to do. We're not gonna overindulge in my personal life. But, you know, now I gotta the only reason that this dental work is even semi affordable is because I got like pseudo insurance, got like a discount plan, and then I got a discount plan, and then I put it on a dental loan thing. So I have like pseudo dental insurance, and that's the only reason this was even semi affordable. But this is like the like fourth loan I've had to take out since like last year, and I just got done paying off the loans that I took out last year and then a couple months ago, because I had to take out a loan like 4 to 6 months ago to pay for dental hygiene cleanings and x-rays and cleanings. And so really just even if I had no cost of living, having pseudo dental insurance alone would be an uphill battle. That's that's how poor I am here. But thankfully, hopefully, you know, changes in the future. I'm gonna try to do things in the future, but that's none of your concern. Don't need to overshare in my personal life. But so yeah, really even even if I had no cost of living expenses, it would appear that orchestrating having pseudo insurance and paying medical bills alone uh, would probably have me impoverished. So you know, life is life is quite a game, isn't it? But how's everyone doing? Oh, am I? Everyone tells me that if I start reading, I think people have tried to tell me several times that if I start reading people's usernames, that is like a secret. Apparently, apparently reading people's usernames is a big deal to the people that peruse these sort of things. Oh, I guess everyone wants their names. I guess everyone heard me saying that reading names is a big deal in the streamer world. Okay. Yeah, really? Okay. I guess people want me to start reading names. Okay. So, okay. Is this really the thing? Is the whole thing that you have to read usernames and then respond to people's things and then they will pay attention to what you're saying? Is that really how this goes? You guys need better usernames. All right, I'm just gonna, huh? That I don't know. I heard that is a thing, and I've seen people. I've seen many people. I think that is literally a secret, but I've seen many people say that actual chat engagement, like the the people that have parasocial relationships with people that stream or whatever, apparently that is actually genuinely a thing. Apparently people care. Apparently there's some people that don't consider it chat engagement unless you read their username and their message out loud. But I don't even get paid to do this, so I don't even really know. I don't know if I ever want to do that because people are weird when you start giving them attention. So I don't know. I mean, I guess people are never going to feel like they are a part of the quote unquote community unless you like say their name and respond to the things they're saying. But like people, I have I have a talent for rubbing people the wrong way. I always have. That gets back to what I was saying earlier, where I never really fit in or anything. But I would feel too much like a game show host, I think, if I was reading people's usernames and what they're saying out loud. I'd feel too much like I'm trying to host like a game show or something. I could do it like the way I've seen people do it before and say it like I'm saying a first name. I could say it like I'm saying a first name or something. I could find a way. I would find a way to make it less awkward. Just say it like I'm saying someone's first name or something. Oh, that's another thing I have to I have to stop vaping because I have like gum disease or whatever, and I don't want to like flare up my gum disease by like continuing to vape THC. So I have like an actual I have like an actual reason to like never buy a THC cartridge again, um, because now I'm no longer confused as to what they meant when they told me I have something, because I think dentist or even dental hygienist, the way they say it as if it is your responsibility to understand what they mean. Like there's some things they say and they say it like they don't need to explain any further. So for instance, like when they're like, "Oh, you have perioditis," they didn't pull any of the like props or packets they had on the side out and be like, "This is what perioditis is, this, that, or the other." Like they told me I have perioditis probably like a year ago now, probably like a year or two ago now. They told me I have perioditis. They didn't answer, they wouldn't have explained it in a way that I comprehended if I didn't ask them further questions about it like a year later now. Um, I wouldn't know what they meant by it. So, in case you want to know, if a dental hygienist ever tells you you have perioditis or that you need treatment for perioditis, that means it's not going to go away, and that means the negative effects of it have already happened. Okay? So, what they mean is that you have a condition and that the negative effects of having the condition have already happened, and that you have to manage it for the rest of your life, and that they have to sell you cleanings for the rest of your life because you have gum disease and the damage has already been done, and all you can do is manage it and like hope it goes into like recession or something. So what that means, if they say you have perioditis, it means your teeth have already begun thinning as a result of gingivitis, and your gums have already started receding because of gingivitis, and that is it has progressed past gingivitis, and that if you don't keep it under control, you could like die because it could get in your like blood and shit. So they didn't tell me that. They just told me that they were doing like perioditis treatment, okay? And then like set up the financial end of me paying for it at paying a reasonable price for someone that doesn't have insurance. So yeah, but they'll tell you that like you're supposed to know what it means. Like, oh yeah, perioditis. Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, me, the head fry cook runner, I know what perioditis is. I know what a four-syllable medical term is off the top of my head. But they'll tell you that like it's on you to know, like you should know that walking in there. Like you should know when you go to the dentist office for the first time in 11 years what the hell they mean when they say perioditis. But they'll say it like you're supposed to know what it is, and then they won't explain anything to you. They won't even tell you what you're supposed to do as someone with perioditis, uh, unless you ask them. They won't tell you unless you ask them, and sometimes they won't even give you enough time to ask you. They'll be acting like you should be walking out the door, or like you should be knowing that you should be walking out the door, or something like that. Like, it's just the way they behave is so strange. It, the way they behave is so strange. So, but yeah, that's that's my experience as a guy that is alone and knows nothing, and is socially oblivious, possibly literally regarded. I could literally be regarded. I still don't know, and the way I behave leads me to think I am, or the way people expect me to know things that I don't know leads me to believe that I am. But um, they that's that's what's in your future if you have periditis, and with the amount of people uh, stuck in the system, so to speak, when it comes to the correctional facilities of the United States, I have a feeling there are many people who don't know what periditis is and that are going to go through the same thing in the future when they go to a hygienist after 11 years of not going to a hygienist. Um, that's if they make it out of the correctional system of the United States. Um, they're going to have the fun time of getting pseudo insurance and not actual insurance, and taking out series of loans to catch up on their fillings and dental hygiene work. Um, they're going to have the fun time of not being told what the hell periditis is. It was great. It was a good time. They just told me I have something that has progressed past gingivitis. I have gum disease that has progressed past gingivitis. And they're just like, "Oh yeah, you got periditis. We're going to give you periditis treatment." What? And they're like, "Yeah, it's gum disease." I'm like, "What?" I turned into stone cold. I'm like, "What?" And then they're like, "Yeah." Come back a year later. I'm like, "So do I still have gum disease?" They're like, "Yeah, you have periditis." And I'm like, "What?" Like, I thought you treated it. I thought you gave me periditis treatment. And they're like, "Yeah, you still have periditis." And I'm like, "What?" so, so I'm like, "Wait, does the periditis ever go away?" And then they're like, "No, the periditis doesn't go away. You just manage the periditis." I'm like, "What?" So that's what you have to look forward to. You have and they're gonna tell you you have something, and they're not gonna tell you that it's permanent. You're just supposed to know that it's permanent. They're gonna tell you a 5-syllable word that you've never heard before. They're gonna tell you a 5-syllable word that you've never heard before, and then they're not gonna tell you that it's permanent, and they're gonna let you walk out of there knowing that you have something and not knowing that it's permanent, because they just told you the name of it and they didn't explain anything else. That's that's the confusing. Imagine how. So okay, so you're only gonna get more confused uh, by things that you don't know about as you get older, because your ability to catch on to things quickly is probably going to dwindle with age. Like, and this is a maybe, but like, so imagine how confusing and scary that is going to be when you're like 70 or 80 and they're just not fucking explaining anything to you. That's gonna be terrifying. I mean, hopefully you don't care, right? Hopefully, hopefully you don't uh, care by the time you reach that age. But yeah, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great when I'm like 50 and 60, having that happen. But with things that are of greater importance to my survival. Um, this is this is what they're doing to me in my 30s, and like with something that can kill me if I don't stay on top of it. So like that's great. It's great that they were just like, yeah, yeah, you got perioditis, and I've never heard that word before, and I didn't figure out what they meant by it until like a year or two later when I asked follow-up questions based on what they told me in passing a year prior during a conversation that totaled less than a minute. And it's something that can kill me if I don't stay on top of it. So that's going to be terrifying. That's going to be terrifying when I reach old age. I'm lucky they even paid enough attention to me to set me up with the fucking with the loan. I'm lucky they even gave me the time of day to set me up with the loan. Well, I'm gonna save my battery before my phone dies. So this is gonna be where we part ways. Um, you know, um, well, thanks. Have a good day. Um, I'm about to end the stream to save battery, and I will see you guys later.